hit the like button on this video in the next 5 seconds, and I will personally call your teacher and excuse you from homework for the next 2 weeks. You'll get the Dr. P seal of approval. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name, of course, is Dr. P. Welcome back to another video right here on the channel. 62% of you guys are still not subscribed, and I don't know what you're waiting for. Hit subscribe now to join the family and get a chance to win a free skin gift or V-Bucks courtesy of your boy, Dr. P. I send them out to random subscribers, as well as give them to people who win on my Caffeine.tv live stream. I'll be live later today, so definitely tap that link in the description to follow and hit that star once you're on the site to confirm your follow. I promise you, Caffeine is without a doubt the best streaming site. I get a lot of people in my comments who say, well, I don't want to download the app, I do not want to make Caffeine, or even my parents won't let me make an account on Caffeine. Let me just be very clear, and I know that everyone who's watching who's been on my stream on Caffeine will vouch. So if you are from Caffeine, please go to the comments and let everybody know. Caffeine is unbelievable, and it's so worth it because I'm not the only person on the site who gives away stuff to you guys. There's plenty of people like Master Vlog, my good friend Tan Kid, that Denver guy. There's a ton of people that do the same thing I do. So if you follow me on Caffeine, but more importantly, make an account on Caffeine, you're entering yourself into a chance for multiple different people to give you a gift. Caffeine is the best gifting streaming site, no doubt. Mr. Thick Boy, aka Galactus, continues to draw closer and closer to the map, and we expect an event to be either on the 21st or the 28th of November, if I had to take a very educated guess. We already know the basic plot of the event, and we already know what the event countdown timer is going to look like, so all that's really left to do for us is to wait and take a look at leaks the best we can. According to Lucas7 Yoshi, at 12:45 a.m. this morning, he said some event flag is activating at 2 a.m. Eastern, and it'll be active until the 17th at 10 a.m. Eastern, and nobody really knows what that event flag really was, and we'll dive a little bit further into what exactly it might be, but one of the possibilities for sure is, of course, just Galactus updating his look in the sky. We've got a side-by-side analysis of what Galactus looked like yesterday on the 10th versus what he looks like in the sky today on the 11th, and as you'll see, he's definitely drawn a great deal closer. So there's a decent chance that the event flag was simply Galactus updating in size in the sky, and that the next time he updates will be on the 17th at 10 a.m. Eastern. It's also been revealed today that version 14.6, the final update for this season, has been added to the staging servers, and because of that fact, as you guys know, we should expect this update very soon, probably within the next week. Now, ironically enough, based on the last image and leak I showed you, the timing might work out pretty well so that this update is released on the 17th, around the same time the event flag is set to end for whatever happened with Galactus. Now, with this being the final update of the season, this is no doubt almost certainly going to have serious event leaks, and we'll finally get some serious information about what's going to happen. Epic Games tries every time to sort of hide it the best they can, but they really are no match for the modern data miners that can find pretty much whatever they want to find within just a minute's notice. So I'm expecting this next update to contain some serious spoilers, some serious leaks about what's going to happen, and I personally just cannot wait, man. This event is going to be amazing. Since there's a little bit of time to wait until the update and the leaks, I decided to go on Reddit and see if I could fulfill my craving of trying to find out as much as I could, and I saw this really cool post by user the Miner325 that I want to go over and then add some of my own information into that. So it says, Thor ultimately forgets that the reason he is on the Fortnite map is because he is a herald of Galactus. His goal is to evacuate people on planets before Galactus consumes them. If you haven't read the comics, Thor is helping Galactus because an entity called the Black Winter will consume Thor's universe. Galactus' only chance in stopping it is consuming 5 planets with unimaginable power, so he can stand a chance against the Black Winter. When Thor enters Apollo of course just being the code name for the Fortnite map, he begins to become looped, and he slowly loses his memory, and his perception becomes looped. I am assuming Thor forgot that he was supposed to be helping Galactus by allowing him to devour and destroy planets to gain energy. Thor's original goal is to warn the people of the planet and then bifrost them to safety, but here, Thor doesn't do that. He instead calls for help and convinces the heroes to stop Galactus instead of getting the island to safety. Because of this, in the live event, the heroes and the players will fight and win against Galactus, and because of this, they ultimately doom their own universe and the Fortnite universe to Black Winter, heralding us into Season 5, which is most likely going to be winter themed. I bet for a lot of you guys that makes pretty much 0 sense, but I bet some of you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. So, what the guy is talking about in this post is the comic books that are inside of the game if you go to the Battle Pass Lounge. I bet people are really quick to assume that Thor's goal was to always fight against Galactus, but if you look at the beginning of the comic book entries that we have in game, that paints a different story. Here, I'm just gonna hit on a couple of the key points. So this is one of the first pages in the comics that says Thor had only been king for a little while when Galactus, Devourer of Worlds, crashed into his home, desperate and beaten and in need of help. And it says Galactus told him of the coming of the Black Winter, which is the death of all things. It continues on saying, together, Thor and Galactus successfully discovered one of the 5 planets. And after Thor evacuated the planet's inhabitants via the Bifrost, the Rainbow Bridge of Asgard, Galactus consumed the planet's energies, and they journeyed on to find the rest. So very clearly, Thor and Galactus, at least at this point in time, are allies. They are friends. They are working together. And then, at a certain point, I'm assuming this is the moment when Chapter 1 ended, Galactus says there, the power, infinite. I cannot escape its pull. If I feed on this, there will be nothing that cannot stop me. Thor then says Galactus no, very clearly against it, but Galactus does not concede and says I must have it. Galactus will feed. And then Thor says, you forget yourself, Galan. We have a mission. So very clearly Thor and Galactus were at one point allies and working together. Thor's whole goal in being his accomplice here was to get rid of all the inhabitants of a planet before it was consumed by Galactus to save their lives. However, when Thor actually gets to our map, he forgets everything. He said even in the trailer his memories were broken, so he did not remember why he was here. So instead of evacuating everyone away from the island, he decides to fight against his former ally. Here on this comic book page, he says something is coming, something none of you will be able to defeat without my help, for I am the god of thunder, the king of Asgard. I gotta admit, I did not read the comics as closely as I should have, and I wonder if there's stuff we've missed even up to this point. But clearly Thor was working with Galactus for a very long time, and then for whatever reason he decided to come to the island early, maybe to try and get everyone off. But once he entered our land, his memories were corrupted and he forgot it, and then just thought, okay, I guess I'm here to defeat this guy instead of help this guy. So maybe Thor and Galactus will have some sort of beef when Galactus actually gets here for disobeying him or going against the team. And I don't know, that's a very interesting sort of strategy and viewpoint that we haven't really considered up to this point, but it is very intriguing. Guys, in the comments, let me know what you think about Galactus and Thor, the comics, the event, the season, the next season, Fortnite, Chapter 1, Chapter 2. Doesn't matter, just let me know your thoughts. I love to read the comments, and let me just assure you that I do read each and every one of them. You should definitely follow me on Caffeine. That link is in the description. We are going to be going live very shortly after the time this video is posted, so I would love to have you come by, strike up our conversation in the chat, maybe even come and win a gift, man. I give away so many gifts to my fans and subscribers, but you definitely need to be followed and subscribed in order to win. So go ahead and do those two things. I would hate for you to be disqualified after winning because you're not following me or subscribed.